Hello, friends. Bree is back with more Ace Combat Shenanigans, except I need to actually open the emulator, console. But yes, it is time. It's an Ayama, Hayama. That's one of my favorite things that we've done for you is Hayama and Bayama. I love it too much. But let's see here. Music, you can chill because the game is starting, as much as I appreciate you. And yeah. So, first of all, I would like to direct your attention to the bottom of the screen. We have new artwork that is being displayed. Well, one of them is new. Specifically the White Mage one, over on the left. Recently got a commission done from Misa. Her information is down in the art section underneath the stream. If you wish to check her out and get your own commissions and such, I believe she still has some going for chibi commissions this month. But they might be ending soon. I forget what day. I think she said August 23rd? But we'll see. And then the other one, Chibi Red Mage, by someone named Lyriel, who I met through Discord and asked that way, but she has a Tumblr, and that link is down in the same section. So yeah. Properly introducing art, because there's a new one, and the White Mage one is so adorable, I love it. It's too good. You know, here, it's worthy of this. Well, can I just do this? One second. We are going to have a very big Bree in a second because it's so good, and I can't get over this. Yes, I will just have an army of chibi art scattered everywhere. There. Big Bree. Need to size it down a tiny bit. Big Bree. It's so adorable. But yes, I love this art too much. I'm gushing over it, and I want to share it. It is too cute. Anyways, we came here for planes, not cute art, even though cute art is just a bonus. So let me remove that before I suddenly turn it on again by accident. Okay. And yes, I do own that Karambit in real life. That's part of why we had the art done for it. And then there's mock-ups of the couple glamours that I used at the time. Up above where Bree is standing, where my face cam would be if I was comfy with it, but I don't know, not feeling it recently still. And also consistency across the Ace Combat series, and I started with it off, so I'm keeping it off, and then anyways. Above that is the White Mage Glamour, which is what that art was for as well. And then over to the right, the far right Glow-a-Knuckle, that is my Ninja Glamour. Of course, there's not much to see with it, but that is based off my Ninja Glamour in the top of it. So, anyways, aside from that, I think I'm going to name the chapter in this for my stream on the VOD. Just name it Stream Start plus Art Gushing. Anyways, free mission, Ace difficulty. If you recall, we finished with the annoying-ass desert mission last time, which means we only have 2 missions left. We have the Siege of Farbanti and Megalith. Both have the potential to be very annoying, and I'm not exactly looking forward to it, but it's also the end. And yeah, we'll see. The fastest time for this one is 14 minutes 43, but I have a feeling it's going to be closer to at least 20 minutes, based on, if I remember correctly, what happens. But, I mean, we'll see. There's a chance that I will just get lucky, and it will be over completely, like what happened at the end of Stonehenge. Because for some reason, the flight lead decided, I don't feel like dodging missiles today, and just died, and that was the only one I needed. So, yeah. That said, what special weapon do I want? I mean, the clusters don't feel like they do anything. I don't remember if the targets are clustered enough for this. I think they are for bombs. We can try it. It's been a while since I've done this mission. Then let's go head on with these 4th gen fighters. I really should be skipping this encounter, but here we are. Fighting what is apparently the worst F-22 pilot in existence. Oh my god, these missiles are terrible. That better hit. Okay. Those should be okay. Yeah, cool. And that seems too annoying. I genuinely don't think that if I fight these, I'm going to be able to hit any ground targets, and that's going to fail the mission. Because I think it's going to take way too long. So, we will go here instead. But yeah, there's some pretty decently grouped things here. I think bombs are the correct choice. That might be death. Oh no, that missile missed. Wow. I am amazed that did not kill. Please give me the SAM. I love what is essentially tab targeting in this game. Oh my god. Okay. I am glad they didn't fire a missile, but I mean, they don't usually do that. That's usually what makes head-on encounters so safe. Or as I call it, jousting. I can outrun that one. Imagine an A-10 outrunning a missile. Stop whining. Thanks, tab targeting. targeting. Okay. And there should be one more here. Cool. Sky. Hi. How are you? Meow meow. There's a lot of shenanigans here. I did not realize just how many enemy aircraft were near me. Though a lot of those might be helicopters. Where's that missile coming from? Ah. Nope, I think there were just 4. Okay. 9 hours of Haskell? What is Haskell? But yay for being done with exams, that's always good. But yes, don't you like the magical sidewinders that are also Mavs? And then you can still put proper Mavs on your aircraft too? I think I have to abandon this. That's already taken too long. Oh. And they also chose to go after a different target. Neat. They decided the A-10 was running, and that was good enough. Tab targeting. Give me the SAM. Give me the SAM. Give. Thank you. In case you're wondering, because I was basically just staring into the sky for that amount of time. That missed? Okay, well. How did you miss? Oh, I don't see that missile. Because it hit the tank. That, what? I genuinely don't know why that missed. It was a ground target. It doesn't move. How do you miss? But yes, good old tap targeting. Anyways, as I was attempting to explain, the way I know what I'm targeting is on the bottom left. Oops, I misread which direction they were going. I didn't know they were going up. You can see in the bottom left a flashing target. And that flashing one is the one that I currently have targeted. So like for example, this yellow arrow being this F-22 here, who is now dead. And that happens for ground targets too, they're just like squares almost. So I can spam the switch target button basically while I'm flying around and hope the tap targeting eventually gives me the correct thing. Those aren't hitting. Yeah. And of course, the way I know where the correct thing is, in terms of SAMs anyways, is you can also see flashing white dots for missiles. You might have just saw mine there. Or that one going to the bottom. There's a few of them on the map right now. But you can see them on that, and if you look fast enough at that screen when a missile is launched at you, you can see where it came from. And if it's for a SAM, then that means it's a ground target that fired it. So you just look for a ground target really close to the white, and usually that will be enough to find it. Bye, Eurofighter. Bye, F-22. Okay. Now we can move on to the actual ground targets. I am not human, I am cat. Respect my species. Oh yeah, I didn't hit the battlecruiser. Okay, go, 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 go. I think I should outrun that. Yep. Perfect. I did like a parallel attack run to that bridge and hit it with a bomb. That's how bomb physics work. Oh, there's a SAM over there. Can go back for an attack run there. Hello. Oh, there's another one. Doesn't this A-10 make the most of sense? I think they're lying. I don't think this is an A-10A. I think this is a prototype supersonic A-10. Perfect. That is so depressing. Those should hit, though. I am almost out of missiles. Oh boy. Excuse me, did that Apache launch a missile? Do Apaches actually have air-to-air missiles? What? Whoa, what happened to my bomb pipper? They have stingers. Interesting. I did not actually know that. I don't know a lot about the Apache. Oh, that's a Sam. It's not gonna give me the Sam because why would it? Oh my god. Cycle through every target except the one I want, why don't you? I literally don't know where that was fired from. There's so many enemy aircraft here. Okay. Could also shoot a Hellfire. Fair. Let's just keep turning. Okay. No, I think there's a SAM right there. And I mean, I could gun down the SAM site. There you go, guns. Fair enough. In fact, I think that's the entire basis of one of Growling Sidewinder's video, which was the 100 Apaches versus 100 Hinds. Very interesting. Let's see, there's a few groups of targets over here that I can drop bombs on quick. Oh, they're so spread out. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, and now we go back. Literally no ammo. Also, once again, never mind the fact that this is clearly offshore. But, we're just gonna land at a random airbase. And we have perfect amount of time to do so.
2 miles to touchdown.
Let's do a solid barrel roll landing this time. I'm feeling the barrel roll.
You're on the money.
I was seeing if I could stall all the way down because I knew it was high. I think... Oh. No.
Mobius 1, you are cleared for takeoff.
I accidentally pressed the skip button. We're going back. We need to do the landing.
Mobius 1, perform landing check. You are cleared to land.
Just moving islands.
2 miles
Yes.
to touchdown.
Moving island technology. Thank you for using the facepalm about Sky.
1 mile.
We're still doing the barrel roll landing. Perfect. No issues whatsoever.
Nicely done, Mobius 1. Go and prepare for your next sortie.
Now we watch. First try. That looked terrible. I clearly touched down. Not at the same.
Mobius 1, you are cleared for takeoff.
Not with both wheels at the same time. Both main gear. Oy. Perfectly normal
Altitude
procedures.
restrictions canceled. Return to your mission, Mobius 1.
And we have some enemy aircraft coming out to meet us. Lovely. Lovely way to start this return.
Bandit confirmed at vector 350. Locked on.
Nice.
Kill. Bandit at 6 o'clock.
Hello, Apaches.
Mobius 1, Fox 2. Enemy leaders are using choppers to escape from the HQ. Pursue the chopper.
Ah, yes, this part.
6 o'clock. Tank destroyed.
All of the enemy political leaders are escaping through choppers and or helicopters. So we get to be like, hey, how about we say no to that?
Tank destroyed. Bravo 13 here. We're on site. Locked on.
Please no, please no. Ah! I knew it. Enemy craft totaled.
The outcome of the war rests on you.
Geneva suggestion.
Remember, survival is paramount.
I mean, yeah, that's kinda.
Mobius 1.
Listen, they legit told me to do that.
Mobius 1, engage.
That's one of the few times where you can actually just say you're following orders. That was legit their orders. Oh, okay.
Nothing but air.
AI being useful, who knew?
Heads up, enemy radar spike. Fox 2.
Okay, that Eurofighter just really wasn't moving. Falling asleep at the stick.
Radar locker. Now, Fox 2.
Should be low enough energy that those hit. Yeah.
Bandit confirmed at vector 350. Solar Bridge at vector 360. 4 miles.
Man, I'm so excited for the Eurofighter in DCS. It's gonna be so cool. I don't think they have meteors though. I actually don't know what their special weapon is in this game. I don't think I ever used the Eurofighter that much. I need to extend. Imagine in actual dogfighting, extending is one of the worst things you need to do, but in Ace Combat, extending is actually really good. Alright, that's good enough. I think, yeah, friendly AI got the other. Okay. But yeah, as I said in the stream announcement, these missions very much have the potential to be annoying. And we are seeing that a bit. Especially with just how many aircraft they throw at you. That's greedy. Yeah, they died for it. I know what happened already.
The outcome of the war rests on you, so stay focused on what's at hand. Remember, survival is paramount. Good luck to you all. And Mobius 1, an end to the war would be a nice birthday gift as well. Mobius 1, engage.
No greed. Greed is bad.
Locked on.
No being a bad kid. I overshot that F-22 so hard and they did not care. They turned away anyway. Wow.
Fox 2, heads up, enemy radar spike. Nice kill.
And those surprisingly weren't min-ranged.
I'll go in from 12 o'clock.
Also, do none of these ships have anti-air weapons on our side? They just chillin'?
He's coming in. Silver Bridge at Victor 010.
Those aren't hitting.
Hostiles confirmed. Bandits in gun range.
Nice roll.
Heads up, enemy radar spike. Now. Fox 2. Bandits in gun range. Nice kill.
That was the fastest that group has died. Both of them.
He's all mine.
And to be fair, I think this A-10 is super cruising at Mach 1.4.
So it's going to be an air battle above the enemy's stronghold. Enemy battleship sunk. Enemy vehicle destroyed. Right behind him.
Okay.
Tank destroyed.
They feel a lot nicer.
Nothing but air. Heads up.
Maybe if we finish kind of fast, I can try showing you a couple of the other planes, just cause.
Tank destroyed.
I don't mind trying to do that. Some of the annoying ones are still just annoying in general. Like, the A-10 isn't really changing much. Like the mission where you had to blow up all the ships in the harbor, that one's just annoying in general. And technically the A-10 was better than you were supposed to have in that mission, I believe. Actually, no, that might be wrong. That might be wrong in this game. Because I think you get the A-10 really early in Ace Combat 4. It's Ace Combat 5 where it's a lot later.
Johnson Memorial Bridge destroyed. They're cut off now.
Nice. It's just not going to give me that SAM until I do that.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Oh, there it is. But yes, that would in fact require me to not die. As long as I stop being greedy, that's usually what kills me. Then I'll be fine.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
I should outrun that.
Nothing but air. Heads up. Enemy vehicle destroyed. Tank destroyed.
I do in general just have a very greedy playstyle in this game, but it's because I've become so comfortable with it, I'm fine doing whatever. Like you saw, I flew under that bridge twice. Like that's not something you would do unless you were comfortable with the game, so...
Tank destroyed. Lots 2. A guns destroyed. Heads up.
Or an attack run like that particularly. Because that was kinda sketch. I think that one might miss.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Yeah, my second missile missed there. Also, there's these F-15 actives. I believe these are the STOL versions of the F-15, the ones with canards.
Tank destroyed. Check behind you.
Helpful AWACS commentary. Check behind you.
Fox 2. Fox 2. Enemy submarine sunk.
Hello, F-22, who appears to have given up on life and just inverted for no reason. Okay. Maybe that was a wing rock saying they surrendered. Oh well. Yes, that is a common theme in the Ace Combat games. You feel like you're the only one doing anything.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
That was the most resistant tank I've ever seen. Okay. And that should turn and hit. Cool. Now we need to leave because I don't want to deal with all of this. Actually, this one...
Enemy radar spike. Out of missiles.
Yep, okay. Now we have 3 bombs we can drop on the group targets down this way. And then we return for rearming.
There's hardly any protection left. Pick on. Tank destroyed.
There's no more grouped ground targets. It's like all helicopters over here. Oh, there's a SAM here though. I'll just do that. Nice.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
And there's this tank we can do a gun run on. Or not. Okay. Goodbye. But yes. The A-10 I think will be more interesting to handle in Ace Combat 5 because I think it's meant to be a lot slower, and in some missions you are literally meant to go fast. Also, since we are doing free missions, we're going to attempt to try every mission in Ace Combat 5, which means even those where they split and you would normally only do one in a campaign playthrough, we'll try and do both of those, with the exception of one because it doesn't let you use the A-10 there. I believe it forces you into the Mirage. Because you're technically not flying your own plane in that part of the story for story reasons.
You're on the money.
So
Nicely done, Mobius 1.
vertical landing A-10.
Prepare for your next sortie.
That one isn't that special. But
Mobius 1, you are cleared for takeoff.
no, that was just a perfect landing. I don't know what you mean.
Altitude restrictions cancelled. Return to your mission, Mobius 1.
Oops. Okay. Alright, so soon we get to deal with the choppers again. I believe those spawn at maybe 2 minutes left, or 1 minute left, I don't remember. Hello, F-22. Oh, they're not jousting, they turned. Okay, bye. I mean, technically, if I wanted to, that was a perfect opportunity to slot in and get the kill, but I don't know. I just want to finish the ground targets, since they're worth more points overall. For the time it takes for them anyways. And the helicopters are easy too. Because they don't have flares. Flares were not invented yet in this timeline. In strange real land. No, I'm pretty sure this is the S-37 and there's a separate Su-47 in this game. We can go to the hangar after this mission and check. Yeah, see, look, they say pursue the chopper. It's not my fault. But now I just have to turn in tight. That should miss. Yep, cool. See, look, it's not my fault. I was told to. That's... yeah. Oh, that tank is nestled in there. What the... What the hell? Such a failure. Hiding between buildings. Oh. Mission update time. Got him. Okay.
Let's settle this once and for all. Leave the choppers to the others. You can end this war.
Leave the choppers to the others. I blew them up already. So this is the actual annoying part of this mission, and I'm not looking forward to it.
Approaching contact point. Stay
Why are they so high? Oh, that's already terrible. Oh my god.
12 o'clock.
Nice, there's one. Okay.
Hard enemy radar spike. Check 6.
Yeah, those missiles weren't hitting if I did fire them. Those probably aren't hitting either. Oh wow, those did. Okay.
Target destroyed by Mobius 1. Check 6. Hard enemy radar spike.
Well, they aren't gonna retreat this time because we're attacking their capital. Yes, I know there's missiles permanently. Shut up.
Hard enemy radar spike.
Nice.
Hard enemy radar spike. Locked on.
That was worth a shot. I have quite a few missiles left. I can afford to do stuff like this. And yes, they will just randomly Cobra.
Hard enemy radar spike. Missile break.
I thought at least one of those would hit. If I turn tighter here, I should be able to get it. Nice. Okay, there's one left. They just keep spamming missiles. It's really hard for me to extend, but that's what I need to do. My speed should be high enough to outrun that. Okay.
And at 6 o'clock.
So right now, all I want to do is make sure I have sufficient distance between them, and then we're going to turn back and joust, and that should win. That should be plenty. Ah. Okay, well at least we're behind them. Kind of.
Missed.
Nice Cobra.
Box 2. You're in gun range.
If only my missiles didn't suck. Oh shit, there's a friendly here. Hello. I've never seen the AI help me in this.
Locked on.
If they can help me, that'd be great.
2. Box 2.
Ugh, how did those miss? Come on. These missiles are so terrible. Turn reversal into death. Haha. Bish.
Tango 8 here. We're in control of the illusion headquarters. Mobius 1.
The friendly was trying very hard. And yay for being caught up by Elma.
You made it through alive, Mobius 1.
Yes, we murdered the general.
On September 19th at 1200 hours, Erusia accepted the ISAF terms for surrender. Our victory came at an extremely high cost in casualties.
Let me just go through so we can watch what happened with the yellows, because watching them is dumb. Boop, 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 boop. Alright. The yellows have spawned. Here they are. One dead immediately. And I basically just have to keep switching target, I think, in these big dog fights where I'm the only one there. Just focus, or switch targets to one that isn't paying attention to me and is cold, so the missiles will actually track. Yeah, and then here's the last one, where I eventually just decide to extend. And we turn back in. I want to see what the friendly was doing. Yep, our slow dog fight. Oh, they're here. Go, not even following them very well. They did a high yo-yo. Alright, I'll accept that. They did a maneuver. But now, on to the final mission. That should have been the end of the war, but something free Erusia people, aka Erusians, who just lost the war, that's who we were fighting, decided, hey, I hate life. And I hate your life too. So we're gonna control a super weapon and use it to kill people that was used for shooting down asteroids. So that's the whole premise of this mission. I don't want to see though about the S-37 and Su-47. Let me see. Because here's the Wyvern, yeah. So here's the S-37. Oh, that does just look like a 47. Yes, it's a better Stonehenge. Actually, I think they were building Megalith. I don't think it already existed. I think they were building it. Maybe it was Ace Combat 5 that had a difference between the S-37 and the Su-47 then. Yeah, here's the F-15 active. It's the one with the canards. Then, yeah, I don't think there's anything else too interesting. Oh, there's the F-2, which is just an F-16 designed for air-to-ground for some reason. I don't know if this ever actually existed. And there's the F-15E. There's 3 variants of the F-15 in this game. There's the C, E, and then the active, the STOL version. You can also fly this, and it's absolutely terrible. I don't know why anyone would want to fly this, but you can. The F-2 exists, fair enough. Also Tornado. I like the Tornadoes. They have a really good special weapon too. Oh, Japanese F-16. Okay. That's confusing then. Why is it designated with F if it's Japanese? Was it just like a Japanese thing too? And yeah, the A-10 is the 3rd plane that you get available, so you get it really early in this game. So you could probably use it on the harbor mission. But anyways, last mission. They produced it themselves. So they just also chose F? Because that's interesting. Anyways, you can see that basically all of our friends here, at least in the initial squadron, are Eurofighters and F-22s. They're all 4th gen fighters. We're in an A-10. And we're all considered under Mobius Squadron now. And we will see here in a second that all of these are Yellow Squadron. So here we have a giant furball of Flankers and Raptors as Mobius and Yellow Squadrons. Now, you could literally skip everything here and just go for the end objective, but this is one of the rules that I set for myself in the playthrough, specifically designed for this mission, is what that rule was for. Which was no skipping air-to-air encounters unless it would jeopardize the mission. This one, they give you 20 minutes. And this usually gets cleaned up before 20 minutes, so... that was the entire point of that rule, was to make sure that we finish this air-to-air encounter here. Just to make sure, because the last part is pretty trivial. So that's to make sure that this A-10 thing is still being a challenge on the last mission. That may be death. Yeah, I saw where that missile was coming from at the last second. I should have reversed my turn back. I just didn't look at it fast enough.
Sky Eye here. All Mobius aircraft report in.
Mobius 2 on standby. Mobius 3 through 7 on standby.
Mobius 8 on standby. Preparations are complete, ready for battle. All aircraft follow Mobius 1. Mobius 1, engage. Mobius 1, he's on your tail.
Also, I like how when they asked for check-ins, we went through Mobius 8, and then the first thing I hear was Mobius 9 engaging. Why didn't you speak during the fucking check-in, Mobius 9? Excuse you? Yeah, I knew when I turned that was an issue.
Sky Eye here. All Mobius aircraft report in.
But yeah, this is why this mission could be potentially annoying, because I specifically wanted to get through this.
Preparations are complete, ready for battle. All aircraft follow Mobius 1.
Because we have to kill a total of 15 of them, and I believe we only have 13, including myself? Or 12, I don't know. I could tell if I looked at the briefing, because that shows them accurately, I think. But, oh well. And that Su-37 gave up on life. They in fact attempted to dodge the missiles by doing a Cobra at the end, I believe. So nice. Good job. So the goal here is to stay away from the main furball and keep picking these guys off one by one. Because if I go into the main one, I just die because there's too many missiles to keep track of, because they just outnumber me. We can see that there's 2 of them coming from the main furball over here, which is annoying. Those should kill. Nice. Being able to do that. Yep, dodged it. Good. Oh, I forgot I wanted the Mavs for this mission. If I die again, I'll get the Mavs. I forgot that there was a reason I wanted to change weapons, but... I'm not gonna throw over it. It's not that big a deal.
Mobius 1, Fox 2. That's a kill.
Looks like there's 6 of them left.
Heads up, enemy radar strike. Bandit
and switch targets here. Nice, you gave me the farthest one. Thanks, tab targeting. Oh, I have turned out of their line of sight. They have locked onto another target. They no longer care about me. And unfortunately, that is their demise. Goodbye. You'd think the A-10 would stand out. Ah, that's unfortunate. Sad. They turned head-on into me and fired a missile. Well, at least you can get the Mavs. I'm glad I remembered. That'll be important for one part later, actually. Well, not necessarily important, it's like not mission critical, but... It looks like we have 12 aircraft. Oh no, that's only 3. Huh, I don't know. The friendlies may not be killing anything, but they're serving as distractions, which is pretty alright, honestly. Well, we have at least 13 aircraft then. Either that or we skip call signs, in which case why? Nice Cobra to dodge those missiles. They really like doing that. That might kill. Yep. They turn back into it for some reason, so... We're kind of in the main furball right now, which is not what we want. Looks like there's 3 of them following us. Should be fine here. Yep. Okay. And let's deal with these ones first. Oh, nice. Well, there's your answer. The friendlies are killing something. Nice turn reversal. Okay. And you're head-on, so that should kill. Nice. See that missile at least. We're still kind of in a big furball here. There's a decent amount of them left. And the friendlies are dying very fast as well this time. Damn, and they somehow dodged that. That's not hitting. That aspect was terrible. What is this friendly doing back in the south? What? Okay. Nice. I had a feeling they would straighten out really soon after, so I fired another set. Okay, they just gave up on life. Why are the friendlies running? What do you mean lock on? There's no targets where you are. That should be dead. Oh my gosh. Okay, cool. So now we are in a 1v3 for ball. If we're having trouble, we can extend away to the friendly to the east, and that should help. No, those are terrible aspect. Those should hit though. Nice. 2 left. One of those hit. Nice Cobra. Proving that super maneuverability is just terrible. Boom. Out of missiles. Perfect. I believe everything else can be done with guns if necessary. So, we should be fine despite the fact that we're out of missiles. Plus we have these. The maps that we brought, which will help. So, anyways, here is Megalith. The only vulnerable parts that we can attack are inside it. And for the sake of my nostalgia, I'm going to do this. I thought that as a kid, instead of flying through the normal tunnel entrance, doing this was easier. Mostly because I had thought that in the earlier tunnels there was a point at which you had to turn, and I didn't want to try turning in the tunnels because that felt really scary, so I decided to go in from the top and skip that entirely. But if we go through the actual tunnel, that's not a thing that happens. I was misremembering something which is in the other tunnel that we can cover. Oh, nice attack profile, Mav. Anyways, there's this one, which is the easy one because you're not held in on the top. Alright, and am I wrong? Oh yeah, this is the other one. Alright, let's go back over here. So this is the other tunnel. I don't think it has the things at the top that I can go into. I might be mistaken. They might be later on. But here's just the normal thing. And so this is... Oh yeah, here they are. I did do this then. Here's where I got confused as a kid. There's this turn right here that you can change, because you can go up or left. Oh, when did I change back? Oh, okay. I was waiting for the missile lock and was wondering why I wasn't getting it. Well, apparently I never changed weapons. Actually, I think we can go in the reverse way. But, yeah, that turn there was what discouraged me as a kid from trying to fly into the tunnel normally. but in theory there's nothing stopping you from doing this in reverse order. I do need to make sure I'm in the same plane as that so the map doesn't do that. Okay, so now this is the part that I actually wanted the maps for here, because there's a bunch of big missiles. And these mavs, as we've seen, their attack profile comes in from the top. So that means, because they're exposed on the top, if we use the mavs on all of them... Oh, that one is the one that launched first, I think. Nice. I think we missed one. Oh well. Then we'll destroy all of them. I don't think I've ever gotten all 4. Actually, no, that's a lie. I think I have gotten all 4 of those missiles once, but... Oh well. It's not particularly important. They're just worth a silly amount of points. Which, the points don't really do anything for you, at least not in free mission. They give you more credits, of course, to buy more planes and whatever in the actual campaign mode, but unfortunately in Ace Combat 4, you don't earn credits in free mission mode, so it really doesn't matter. But, anyways, the last missile that we have here so conveniently waits and doesn't take off, because we have to fly through the main thing here and boop it with whatever you have. I wanted to slow down there a bit because I didn't know if the A-10 would get through. Also, that's not a maneuver the A-10 would do, but okay. Ah yes, just cruising next to the AWACS. It wasn't sketchy. It was just normal flight. But that is the end of Ace Combat 4 and the A-10 only challenge on Ace difficulty. We have done it. So that means next stream we can properly start Ace Combat 5, which will be interesting. Throughout Ace Combat 5, I'm primarily going to be using the YA-10B, which is still the A-10, it's just a different variant, and apparently the prototype of it, given the Y. But, yeah, we're still going to be using the A-10 there. The reason I'm opening that up is because I genuinely think in some missions, the special weapon on the YA-10B is actually required. Like, I don't think it's possible without it. Because the A-10A in Ace Combat 5 only has the, what's it called? It only has the Mavericks. But there's some air targets that you need to do a lot of damage to, and they expect you to have air-to-air special weapons, but of course we don't in the A-10. There's the one where I missed. So the point we have to do... Wait, are there only 3? I thought there were 4. Maybe there were only 3 and we did it. Okay, well, who knows. But, yeah, because we don't have air-to-air special weapons, and the game expects you to do a lot of damage to air targets, the mavs can't be used on air-to-air targets at all. However, the YA-10B has bombs, and you can drop bombs on a plane. So, that's the entire premise for why I have to allow the YA-10B. That and it just does a lot of damage. I think it's genuinely just better. Which, I mean, that's kind of how they did their thing, was you could upgrade the planes into better ones. So, yeah. I genuinely think it is impossible without the YA-10B. I could certainly try it, but when I was testing a couple missions, specifically some air-to-air ones, for proof of concept, making sure that this was in fact possible, like some of the ones I was worried about, I almost ran out of time on the mission because of the lack of damage and the lack of speed. And that was with using the YA-10B. So I think if I lost the usage of those bombs, I don't think it would be possible unless you could really, really optimize what you're doing there. So, yeah. But again, that was just a proof of concept run. It was the first time I've ever done it, so of course it's going to be a bit sketch, but we'll see. But, let me see. Just for an example of how these missions feel without it, we can... or without the A-10, we can do this on... Those are QAMs. Ooh, I really like that special weapon on the Wyvern, actually. Yeah, I'm totally down for that. Oh right, we have 3 to choose from. What do you have? Nope. We could do it in the F-15 one with canards. I don't think you have... yeah. Or this would be really good to do it in. I think the Wyvern would be better. We'll do it in the Wyvern. The X-02, which is a silly Ace Combat original thing. It looks very interesting. But here's an example of what this may look like with a proper aircraft, just for a quick comparison. And with air-to-air special weapons. Ah, those didn't track. And none of those hit. Lovely. Well, my normal missile hit, but that was it. There we go. Casually evading that. We can see that I can turn a lot faster. That's one of the biggest differences here, is that I can kind of turn wherever I want.
Nice kill.
I'm just going to evade those missiles. But of course one missile will still kill, so... It doesn't change overly much, but it does make air-to-air encounters easier. Like, I would never be able to turn the nose around that fast. We also aren't necessarily as reliant on strategy here. Oh, why? I don't know why those targets switched. Yes. So you brought up wanting to see what it was like without being limited to the A-10 only, so I died. But I mean, ultimately the missions are still the same. I am just using the X-02 Wyvern, which is an Ace Combat unique aircraft, which has very interesting flight control surfaces, but I'm just doing this for a comparison. in which we can see that I can turn a lot faster. Those aren't hitting. Wow, one of them actually hit. Wow. Using a real aircraft. It is real. It's real and strange real. But yeah, we can see that I can follow those turns. First of all. We can see that I started with a much higher missile reserve. XLAA stands for Advanced Long Range Air-to-Air Missile. X is usually advanced for some reason. But more or less you can think of it as Phoenixes, except you can fire them actually simultaneously rather than TWS, fire one, select next target, TWS, fire another. Like that. And I know for sure the Tomcat has access to it, and they're actually modeled as the Phoenixes. Yes, any air-to-air special weapons in general will count as... I always count it as 2 missiles because it's generally 2 missiles to kill. And in Ace Combat 5, there's some aircraft that take 3 missiles to kill. And 1 special weapon, 1 normal one will kill them. So yeah, but as we can see, all our friendlies are dead, which is a little interesting. Nope, those aren't hitting. Yep. Okay. But yeah, you can see that we turn a lot better. Nice Cobra. There are. There are what I joke is... Wow. That missile hit. So... Oops. I meant to quit so I could change what weapon I had, because it's on this aircraft too. I hit retry. I'm really good at this. Here, let me go to a slightly better mission. Here. This is... Yeah, this is a good one that we can do. That's air-to-air. So here, let me go to another one that has it. I believe... Yeah, our Su-47 has it. And our flanker has it. What about reserves, though? Oh, this one has so much more? Okay. So, this one has QAAMs, which are quick maneuvering air-to-air missiles. They were based off the 9X, but I like to compare them to, or are they the Python missiles? Because if they miss, we'll try to launch one at like terrible parameters. And we can watch our missile go like around it. And it's very persistent. I think the first one is high. Yes, they turn around a lot. We're gonna go into like the missile follow cam thing when we launch this missile. See, it missed there, but it's gonna keep tracking its target and boom. they're way down.
Prepare for landing.
Landed at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, they are a little bit silly.
Are we almost there?
You can kind of fire them with almost any parameters and they will eventually hit.
One shot down a target.
The ISAF fighters engaging the Erusians.
Sky Eye, this is Flight
Oh well, they went in a straight line, so that's boring.
Fire engines and ambulance back at base.
This is Flight 702. Several Erusian military aircraft are inbound and closing rapidly.
F-14s. Instead of launching Phoenixes, they're going in for Sidewinders.
Get near those aircraft.
There's one.
We're losing too much fuel.
Hard enemy radar spike.
There's two.
Mobius 1 shot down a target.
We can spectate this one.
Is that one of the good guys?
Oh, I think they died.
Target down.
Take the captain to the back.
See, look, they're so good.
This is Air Ixiom Flight 701.
But yeah, you recall that we were struggling with this mission before? Because we were stalling at near 23,000 feet when trying to help the one that was way up.
6,000 feet. Flight 701, enemy aircraft are closing in, but you're almost out of Erusian airspace. Maintain current altitude.
But here, we have already surpassed the amount of aircraft we shot down.
We'll do our best. Our lives are in your hands.
I don't like flying so close to the action, even if he is on our side.
Target down.
And we'll see that they didn't even exit the airspace. It gave us mission accomplished already.
Both aircraft have exited the combat area safely. There were no losses. The mission was a success.
Sky Eye, this is Flight 701. All passengers and crew are safe. Please thank the fighter.
But yeah, that's, I would say, the biggest difference comes in air to air. In air to ground, it's really the same things. Doing it in something not fake. I mean, it's Ace Combat. Oops. I forgot to change aircraft.
Air Ixiom, this is Sky Eye.
I'll do it in the Phoenix. The Phoenix? The Tomcat and use Phoenixes. Wherever the Tomcat is. There it is. Yep, see, here's our Phoenixes.
Air Ixiom,
And
this is
relatively
Sky Eye.
accurate cockpit
Please
too.
describe your situation.
Air Ixiom Flight 702 here. Erusian fighters are closing in on us at 23,000 feet. Please
Except the missile prep and Sidewinder cooling says no instead of off and on.
Injured. This is First Officer Nagase.
Also, our gun rate is low.
Escort is inbound.
Interesting.
Aircraft maintain
Anyways.
course.
Prepare for landing.
Wow, you cannot see this paint scheme because it is so dark.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
I mean, I guess that was the point, but
Maintain altitude.
Radar lock.
The ISAF fighters engaging the Erusians.
Mobius 1, there's another bandit closing in on Flight 701 at 6,000 feet. Flight 701, can you raise altitude? This will assist the ISAF escort.
Megalith
Hey.
cannot maintain cabin pressure if we climb.
go Phoenixes. Those aren't hitting, by the way.
Locked on.
I just wanted to shoot some. Yes, the wing sweep is in fact modeled. And it's relatively based on speed.
Target down.
It's mostly when you get slow that they just spread out. I think that's the only thing that's really modeled. Maybe if you go fast enough, it comes in more than what this is, but I'm not 100% sure about that.
This is Flight 702. Several Erusian military aircraft are inbound and closing rapidly.
Mobius 1, hostiles at 23,000 feet. Don't let them get near those aircraft.
Come on, Phoenixes, I believe in you. Wow, all of them missed.
Don't let the passengers see what's going on out there.
Fox 2, Fox 2. Target down.
But yeah, not stalling at this altitude is lovely. I would not be able to fight this person right now.
Sky Eye, this is Flight 701. Scramble the fire engines and ambulance back at base.
This is Flight 702. The ISAF plane has the Erusians tied up. We just may make it.
But yeah, for all of these Phoenixes missing, we'll chalk it up to notching.
Don't shoot! I repeat, we have civilians on board. Hold your fire!
Multiple aircraft confirmed at 6,000 feet. Flight 701, enemy aircraft are closing in, but you're almost out of Erusian airspace. Maintain current altitude and speed. The ISAF escort will cover you.
Roger. We'll do our best. Our lives are in your hands.
I don't like flying so close to the action, even if he is on our side.
Wow. And there we go.
Mobius 1, Sky Eye here. Both aircraft have exited the combat area safely. There were no losses. The mission was a success.
Sky Eye, this is Flight 701. All passengers and crew are safe. Please thank the fighter.
And there you go, Tomcat things. A plane that is not fake.
Crew from both aircraft were examined by an ISAF medical officer and are in good health. Several states are coming forward with offers of amnesty to the defectors and their families.
But yeah. That was an hour and a half stream even with the extra missions. I thought it took a little bit longer than that actually, but I guess not. But there we go. End of Ace Combat 4, A-10 only challenge. So, next week is when we can start Ace Combat 5. And it's Shenanigans. As much as I would love to give you a sneak peek of what is going to happen, I think it would be better to wait until until we get to there. So for now, let me save so we have our scores and stuff recorded. There's the briefing screen that you've never seen before because you never looked at it. But yeah. That will be the end of stream, friends. I appreciate all of you for watching, chatting, lurking, etc. Give sneak peek. Let me see. What's a short mission that I could do given the YA-10B? I'm trying to think of what like a really short mission is. I can show you what the paint scheme looks like. That'll be the sneak peek. Because we'll be using the special paint scheme on the YA10B. I also want to see if S37 is in this, actually. Because I swear there's a difference between the S37 and the Su-47 in one of these games. Ever since we noticed it in Ace Combat 4. Also, I think this menu screen idea was so cool. Just having all the different options laid out in trees there that you can actually see. I think that's so cool. I wish there were more creative menus like this. They did something very similar with Ace Combat 7 too, which I was really happy with. I just wish more people messed with stuff like that. But here. I don't think there's a good ground attack one. That's really early on. I don't think there were as many ground attack missions in this game, actually. Here, we'll just do this so we can show you the paint scheme. And we can look through the things. Here, we can look through the entire aircraft lineup that we aren't going to be using. We have the F5, the F20, improved version, and the X-29. It has canards. Then we have the fish bed. And I guess the fish bed from 1993? Or 1893? 1793? I don't know. 1993 is way too modern, actually. I don't know, it just says 93, who knows? Wait, did that say QAAMs? I've never actually looked at this, so I just have QAAMs. Is this actually just a modern fish bed? Huh. Anyways, F4, F4G, and F4X. I don't know what the difference is aside from their special weapons. They're 73, basically. You have the A6, the lovely plane that everybody loves, and its EA6 version. Then we have the F-16 and Block 60 with, I guess, AMRAAMs instead of bombs. And this one has what's essentially GBU-12s if they were good, and F-2s. Well, just the F-2 again, which has anti-ship missiles, I guess. Then the Hornet, the E-Hornet, which was the E the first Super Hornet, or was it the F? Because if it's the F, then that's interesting that they chose the E. Anyway, then they have the EA 18, Mirage 2000C, Mirage 2000D. They have their Super 530s as their special weapon compared to bombs. E is a Super Hornet? Okay. And there's MiG-29. Unfortunately, just a MiG-29. And here's the star of the show. Way later than we would get it in Ace Combat 4. So we have our A-10A, which is, yeah, it is the normal A-10. Do I have the special color? Yeah, there it is. And we have the YA10B. This is the normal paint scheme for it. But we like using the special one because it looks pretty. This is what we will be flying in mostly. Also, it's a two-seater apparently. I didn't know that. But yes, this one has the special weapon known as FAEB, or FABE, as I will call them. Fuel Air Explosive Bomb. This unguided bomb ignites a cloud of highly explosive fuel dispersed over the impact point, causing damage to an extremely wide area. Not only that, but a large amount of damage too. This is the bomb that will be dropping on aircraft. Anyways, Tomcats. We have F-14As with only Sparrows, unfortunately. Then F-14Bs with GPU 12s. And then the F-14D Super Tomcat with the Phoenixes properly. Which is interesting because these are actually GPU 12s. The GPBs. Or they're Bunker Busters. They might just be Bunker Busters, that's what their model looks like. I'm trying to think of what the XAGMs are, those might just be JDAMs. Anyways. Tornadoes. You have the GR1, GR4, F3, and ECR. Well, yeah, those are the Bunker Buster JDAMs, those are the bigger ones. I was thinking like 500-pound JDAMs for the others. Then we have MiG-31. I don't remember if this was Foxbat or Foxhound. I never remember. And then special color for this one is kind of pretty. Also, it is long. But I like how much fun they had with the special colors in this. Foxhound, okay. This one only has Fox 1s. I guess that's meant to mirror the, what were they, not 3s, 31s? Whatever their long-range stupid Fox 1s are. Then this has the equivalent of Phoenixes. I don't know what they're actually called in Soviet. Then F-15C, F-15E. What is this weapon again? I genuinely don't remember what this special weapon is. SFFS, Self-Forging Fragment Submunitions. Freefall bomb that fragments into numerous bits of shrapnel, capable of damaging over a wide area if dropped from a sufficient height. Interesting. I genuinely don't think I've ever used the F-15E. It's different from a normal cluster bomb, but I don't know. And then here's, of course, our MTD. The F-15S MTD with our canards and stuff. The engines look so much square in this one, and it feels weird to me. Anyways. Then we have our flanker line, start out the 27, then we get the 32, which is the bomber, I believe, which is cool. Then the 35, and the 37. Which of course has the yellow 13 paint scheme for its special color. F117A, again, who would use this? I don't know, I just don't like it as a plane, personally. Also, it's an attacker despite its designation with an F. I always thought it was a air superiority thing, but I don't know. I don't know a lot about the F117. It never interested me, personally. Then we have the Gripen. With unguided rockets as their special weapon for some reason. And Eurofighter. With, I guess, meteors. I don't know how long range they are compared to, like, say, Phoenixes or something, but they are the same. They function in this game exactly the same as Phoenixes. I don't know how correct that is. Then we have the Rafale. I love this paint scheme, by the way, on this one. This is one of my favorite ones to fly. Meteors have more range? Well, yeah, that's appropriate then. Then we have, of course, the F-35. That carries anti-ship missiles. And a YF-23, which was, if the name should be believed, the competitor to the F-22. I don't know if its design looked like this because I never looked into it, but yeah. Then we have the actual F-22, and then they have a aircraft I think they made up specifically for this game, which was the FB-22, which is a bomber variant of the F-22. Yeah, it looks exactly like that. Cool. So here's our Su-47. Then the S-32. That was the difference that I was thinking of. I don't know what the difference is. I've never heard of the S-32. It looks really weird. It looks like really flat and wide. It looks like it was just squished, which is interesting, but I like the color on it. Then we have the MiG-144. I don't know if this is real or not. I've, again, never looked into it. With an interesting special color scheme. And of course our lovely Hawk trainer. That can actually carry missiles. And it carries QAAMs. It carries the 9Xs and or... what's it called? It carries the good missiles. And then we have our wonderful XO2 again. It is a very good aircraft still. And then we have the ADF-01 Falcon. Totally a realistic aircraft. I think I know what I want to do at the end of the A-10 playthrough, similar to how I showed off just the normal aircraft and the XO2 at the end of Ace Combat 4. I have something I want to show off with this at the end. It's a very interesting concept. It looks a lot better in all black if you ask me. But the blue is pretty good too, honestly. I really like this blue. Anyways, that is it for the aircraft in Ace Combat 5. I don't know why I felt like going through all of this, but I did. So, with that, now I can stream properly. I don't know why I felt the need to do all of that. Anyways, as always, I appreciate you friends for watching, chatting, lurking, etc. I appreciate all of you, and thank you for sticking with the Ace Combat 4 A-10 only series. Thankfully I don't need to do any more setup for the next stream. I just have to change the title and game to Ace Combat 5 instead. No more commands to make up or anything, so the transition will be smooth. So that should start next week around the same time. I try to keep these at 10 AM, but it's not a hard set schedule, just because of I am attempting to enjoy my weekend, because getting used to the work schedule thing is weird. Anyways, we can go ahead and look for someone to host. I'm not sure if anyone is on right now. Stack might be. He's usually the one that we host. Especially since this one is at the earlier time again, rather than a later one. Let's see. Yep, there is in fact a Stack, who is once again playing his Monster Hunter game. So we can go say hi to Stack again, and we can do the proper raid thing. I'm glad I can talk to Stack again, because it's been so long. I mean, that said, I'm probably going to be lurking in the stream because that's what I do, but, you know, at least listening to him is nice. Anyways, once again, I appreciate all of you, and we can go do /raid Stack 440. Ah yes, and while the raid counter is going up, we can do our normal outro spiel, which is I have a Discord. If you would like to join it, link is in the chat for, you know, my stream. Talk with friends in there sometimes, but I will always announce in there when I am going live, or at least I try my best to remember. So there's that, and our raid message when we go into Stack's chat will be a Mew Mew. You can use any emotes you want, or if you are subbed, you can use the glow in a hey, glow in a love. That's the standard that I chose, but it is up to you. So with that, I believe we can go say hi to Stack. So, once more, I appreciate you, friends, and I will see you next week for the start of Ace Combat 5. So, me.
What? Whispering.